Good afternoon. So today I'm going to be dealing with this bank here. Now we keep this as a wildflower area, so it normally only gets cut once a year. That keeps things like the trees from growing on it, but allows the wildflowers to grow through. Unfortunately, it's got a lot of stinging nettles on it. So the plan is to give it a couple of extra cuts this year, because stinging nettles are actually relatively easy to kill off. So if you look on this one here, you'll see those little dots. Those are the flowers on the nettle, and they grow incredibly easily by seed. So if you cut the plant off when it's in flower, it doesn't produce any seed. It'll then put all of its effort into growing again and doing another lot of flowers. So it's usually about twice, sometimes a third time. So we're now in May, so lost what track of the year. We're in May, so I'll cut it now. That'll kill off the spring seeds. Then we'll cut it end of August. That'll cut off the summer seeds. And then, depending on what the weather's like, we might have to cut it again end of September. But hopefully that will kill off the majority of the plants. And although they can regrow from the roots, because they've put all this extra energy into regrowing the plant twice in the year, they usually don't make it through the winter. So if you don't get rid of all of them, you'll certainly reduce the patch. So yeah, now this bank is a pain. Normally when you see people with banks like this, they have a mower on a string and they just run it up and down. Unfortunately, this is really uneven, lots of rocks sticking out, so it has to be done with a strimmer. There's no real easy way to do this, so I'm going to put you on a stand at the end. I'm going to start from that end down there and work this way. And yeah, let's try not to fall down it. Right. It's going okay so far. Now this section here I can't reach without being up there. My thought was I'll walk along the path up there, jump over the fence and get this strip here. What I'm thinking now is I'll work my way along the bottom and then work my way back along the top, because I need to work this direction with the strimmer because it hooks onto my right hand side. I need the weight on the right hand side. If I have it on the uphill side, I end up pushing myself off. So right, let's carry on down here. It's one of those things, it's hard to say exactly how far along to go. So this section here hasn't got any nettles at all. Then there's the odd one or two in here. So what I'm thinking is with these bits, that looks really nice. It's got wide selection of wildflowers coming up in there. So that'll be fine to leave. The odd nettle that I can see, I'll put some gloves on later and just pull them out by hand rather than cutting all of that down. But I'm thinking to just finish that off nicely, I want to come along this end here and just sort of go up to the halfway mark here, and then I can head back along the top. So yeah, let's get on with that. damn it. Okay, so I just had a brief 3-hour interruption there. So I don't know if the camera actually picked it up, but I did fall over on the bank. That wasn't a problem. I decided rather than trying to climb up, I'd slide down the bank, which wasn't a problem until I got to the very bottom, when I thought, I've hit my knee on a rock, that hurts. Didn't think too much of it, had a quick look at it, thought, oh, I better wash that. Then thought, maybe I better go to minor injuries instead. So they've had a good look at it, steri stripped it, stuck it, made it all good again. But yeah, hour and a half wait there, so that wasn't fun. But yeah, so it's now 5:30 and I should be going home, but I'm going to finish this last little bit off. So yeah, you might have noticed while I was working on there, I was throwing bits down. Somebody up there had a deck replaced, and they're a little enthusiastic ripping out the old one. A few bits and pieces drops down, which is what I've chucked down here. So right, but it wasn't that. I think it was a piece of slate that I actually cut my knee on. So right, yeah, I'll set the camera up over there, get the last little bit, and then call it a day. So there we go, all finished. All the rubbish is cleared, all the rocks are gone. Now I know that bit up there still looks messy, but that's actually jasmine that's growing through the fence from the neighbour's garden. So that's not something to worry about. The main objective of doing it along here was to get rid of the nettles. So I've got them now while they're in flower, before they've gone to seed. So that's going to damage the parent plants. So hopefully they won't overwinter, and then they haven't set seed. So therefore we shouldn't get some come up next year as well. Like I say, these will be back up this year, so I will have to do this again end of August time, just to make sure they don't set seed again. Then next year hopefully there won't be any nettles at all. So yeah, if you want to have an update, unfortunately you're going to have to wait a year, so make sure you subscribe. But yep, that's me done for the day, and I shall see you later.